All right, time for another Walking Dead retro review. I'm Justin.
I'm Jessi.
And we're the Podcasting Dead, going back through all of the old episodes. If you're new to the channel or just found this, consider going and subscribing, like the video, all that good stuff. But or like the podcast, I should say, not much video going along with it. But we actually started back at episode 1. Jessi's never seen the show before, so this is all new to her. And it's fun getting that fresh perspective. Before we start, as always, a quick shout out to our affiliate in the description below. You can click the affiliate link for moviepalette.com, enter podcast 15 and save yourself 15%. Awesome movie art. Go check them out. Again, moviepalette.com. So today we are talking about season 4. This is episode 2 and it's entitled Infected. It was directed by Guy Ferland, written by Angela Kang, who is now the current showrunner, and it originally aired October 20th of 2013. And Jessi, what are we thinking as we get into season 4?
Holy guacamole, Justin. It's wild. I knew it was coming. The wild and out was coming. It came. It delivered.
It's here.
So we good.
It's here. I mean, this one starts off nuts. Well, at first, before we even get into the prison, getting all the zombies and everything, who do you think's feeding the mice to the zombies?
The governor.
You think the governor's doing it?
Yeah, I think he lost his marbles and he's doing something weird.
Okay, so it could be the governor. We're definitely going to have to wait and see. And all will be revealed. But so we see Patrick come back as a zombie, and then that dude whose throat he bit, Yowza. Dude's just sleeping, probably having a good dream. Man, I'm safe. I'm not out on the road. Why is my throat hurt?
Why don't they have the freaking doors locked? Y'all have an advantage. Well, and you're not doing it.
Right. And zombies don't know how to open. You don't even necessarily got to lock them, right? Just pull the door up when you go behind yourself.
True.
I mean, it's
and none of them were closed.
No. And it's if they would have just had their doors shut, they'd have woke up and obviously been a little scared, but they would have just seen a zombie walking around, not a zombie eating someone who then turned and ate someone who then turned and ate someone. It was pure chaos in that prison.
It really was. I'm just so baffled about why they had to have thought of that. They know the deal. If you die, you turn. Somebody could have died in the middle of the night, and you and I both, and obviously you already knew this was going to happen, but I didn't. We were both saying it's cool because they can close their doors, and if somebody dies, it's all good. Yep. They can't get out.
Yep, exactly right.
Or in. But they clearly didn't think of that.
And, it was pure chaos. Like I said, I remember when I first saw it, and then, Patrick bends down while the dude's sleeping, just starts chewing on his throat. That made my stomach cringe.
Oh, no, I loved it.
Yeah, just just not so much about it being gross, just the thought of that feeling, you're sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
And then you wake up to, your throat being chewed out, and, you can't scream. I mean, he took a chunk out of him, man. And then the whole.
He did.
How'd you feel about old Michonne getting hurt outside the prison?
I thought she was a goner, and I was about to be very, very, very disappointed. I was scared for her. Also, I hate that she blames herself, and she's I can't remember what did she tell Beth? Something she was stupid.
Yeah, I was being stupid or something like that.
No, you weren't, Michonne. You literally weren't. But then it was so cool, and Beth was when you love people, hurt kind of comes with the package. That's so true, Beth.
Amen, Beth. And of course, we got to hear some more of her wonderful singing.
Love it. At least this time it was just the tiniest little bit.
Right, just a little sample. Sample. But I mean, it was kind of, so we're learning a little bit. I love, because like I said, I love Michonne from the beginning, but once you get to know her like we are now in the show, you just love her even more because you love her in the beginning because she's a Bamf. And then as she starts to open up and you get to know her, you realize she's witty, she's intelligent, she's very funny, she's you know, she can be a very, like, normal person. She just, of course, has her guard up because of the world they live in. But we see something with the baby there.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you what I think.
What do you think?
I think she had a baby. It was her baby, maybe. And I think that those 2 zombies that she had at the very beginning, that with their arms chopped off and the no jaw, I think they had something to do with the baby. And that's why she hated those dudes so much. And obviously, I think the baby died.
Very, very interesting. We will have to wait and see. Very interesting, though.
Yeah. My brain can be working sometimes.
I mean, she just, at first, when she was first there, she was doing her little exercises or whatever, keeping her foot elevated. I like when the baby started crying. She's like, she always cry like that? I just thought it was a reaction to, like, baby cries are annoying, especially if they're not your baby. And, I was like, I feel you, man. I'd be like, God, can you get that baby on somewhere? But then, like, you realize there's something much deeper going on.
Yeah, but then she got over it.
Yep.
That was a touching scene. It touched my heart.
And then we got Rick and everybody rolling back into the prison, all just bad A and blasting zombies. And
yeah. That was nerve-wracking. The fence caving in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
you know what, though? I don't understand why Rick burnt the pallets. He, like, made the pile of pallets that was the fence for the pigs.
Right.
Why did he burn those? Like, I feel like that would just attract more walkers. Also, you could probably use those for something.
Well,
also, you're pouring gas on it. You're going to need that gas.
My thought is, like, why are you getting rid of the pig pen? You found pigs before. I mean, clearly you're trying to build, like, a farm and sustainable life here. Like, leave the fence up. I'm sure you'll find more pigs or other animals to put in there.
Yeah, well, I think he thinks that they're getting the pigs sick, and maybe he feels bad about it, and he's like, we can't be doing this. Well, hold on. Well, I mean, what if the pigs had something and they got the people? No, that don't. Yeah, that does make sense. If the pigs had some type of sickness and that is transferring to the people. Well,
and it also could be, you also think you've seen zombies outside the fence, though, who've not been around those pigs. I mean, it looks like something just everybody's getting,
Well, I mean, they could have come in contact with them outside the fence. I mean, if Rick finds them,
did you feel bad for the poor little piglets?
I did. I hate it. Like, I can watch the people die on the TV show all day. As soon as it's an animal, I cannot handle it. That makes me so sad.
Yeah. I know a lot of people like that. It's like, I don't mind watching humans die, but animals, I draw the line.
Yeah, like, why couldn't he just slit the throats of the pigs? And that way they
need
died.
To be moving, because the zombies probably, well, I don't know. It's so back and forth. The zombie logic in The Walking Dead is never concrete. Like, one minute this happened, this makes this happen, the next minute it don't. But my thought is, like, I would have just let one go and run around, because they would have they would have all chased it, and then it would have just, like, ran into the woods, and they would have just kept following it versus stopping to eat. I don't feel like cutting them so they, I don't know. I mean, what he did, I agree with, to get the walkers off of the wall, or off the fence. But I think that, like, letting one go, maybe putting a cut, I don't know if they smell blood or something, I don't know. But just, like, letting one run, it would have certainly ran away from the zombies, which would have probably led them all way away, because that pig would have just ran the other direction.
That would have been smart. But one thing I've noticed with this show is that it is not logic based, and it is shock factor based. So,
yep.
And it did its job. Like, it shocked me, because I did not like seeing that. The poor little piggies.
And as soon as he slit one of their legs, he got all that good, delicious piglet blood on his face.
No. Poor Rick. Dude, sorry to change the subject, but speaking of poor Rick, so kind of still on the subject, I thought when they were, like, going through and, like, killing the people who have been bitten or infected or, like, were already zombified in the prison, when he had to go into that room and kill someone, I thought it was going to be Judith, because they didn't make any noise and he looked really sad about it. And when he came out, it was just like, did he really just have to kill his wife's love child with his best friend? Like,
hey, he's raising her as his own.
Well, I'm just saying. I thought that was what had happened. Clearly, that's not what happened, but I thought that for a little bit. I was real sad.
How about what happened to Ryan, Mika, and Lizzie's dad? Like, Carol's getting ready to amputate his arm and then sees the bite on his, like, back of his shoulder or neck or whatever. And it's like, yeah, I can't amputate that.
Yeah, can't amputate your head, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, that was really sad. That was so sad. I hate that. But it is what it is. It's a zombie apocalypse. I love how Carol just straight up told that little girl, "You're weak."
Carol don't blame.
I was like, dang, Carol.
Like, they're kids.
Well, like she said, we need to talk about what happened earlier or something. So I'm sitting here thinking they're going to have a heart-to-heart, which I guess they kind of did. But it's just like the first thing out of her mouth is, "You're weak." And I'm like, dang, you are straight to the point, Carol. You are savage.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah.
You're weak.
But she's right, though. She is right.
Well, she's right. And I mean, it's, you know, because you had Lizzie was going to stab him in the head and then she couldn't do it, which Carol, you know, being like, we got to talk about what happened earlier. You're weak. It's like, you know, it'd been different if it was somebody else. Stabbing your own dad in the head's probably not an easy thing to do. I mean, for some people.
That is true. But to Carol's point, if the girl had been alone with somebody who she loves and that happened, she needs to be able to do it. It's not always going to be somebody there to do it for you.
That's a good point.
So I think that's what Carol's trying to like get at.
That's a real good point. I can agree. Yeah, and we didn't even talk about last episode how Carol was secretly training the kids to use weapons.
I know. I love that. I'm telling you, man. She is like a totally different person than what she was at the beginning, and I love it so much.
It's like AMC presents Story Time with Carol. And she's like, all right, kids.
Just kidding.
And the little walker walked up, and the little girl grabbed her knife, and she pushed it into the head and had to push it extra hard because human skulls are hard, and you want to pierce the brain. Like, this story time is wild.
Yeah. I love that. She's freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
she's a vamp.
Yeah, and then they've all seen the rats at the fence too.
Yeah. Like
as the fence is getting ready to cave down, right before Rick sacrifices the little piggies.
I didn't even at the very beginning, like that was the first scene of the episode where somebody's with the flashlight and feeding the rat to the walkers. I literally did not even think that was weird. It didn't even, and I don't know why. Like, I'm just watching it like, okay. I didn't catch on to the fact that somebody was doing that probably to be mean.
Yeah, and then I love how Carl is a little snitch.
Of course he is.
You know, it's like, you know, I don't know. I just want to like I wish there was like a video where it's like, are you going to tell him? And then it just shows Carl going, Carol's teaching the kids how to use knives. Like, yep.
You should make this video.
I should.
Well, I love how Rick isn't going to tell the parents.
No, because I mean, yes, you want to build this awesome life where you don't have to kill, but you kind of got to be ready to because you just don't know what's in store.
Yep.
That's the thing. Like, yeah, we want this life where we don't have to kill, we don't have to do it, but like, you still got to be ready to. I mean, it's just like having insurance. You hope you never have to use it, but if you do, you'll sure be glad that you got it.
Yeah, and clearly they do need it because look what happened.
Even in the safety of their prison.
Jeez, if they had only closed the doors, it was that simple, guys.
Yep, it just closed the doors. They'd have woke up and been like, whoa, somebody go get Rick. There's a zombie in here.
Yeah, exactly. Just call him up on his cell phone. His rotary phone.
Ring, ring.
Lori, is that you? No, it's Daryl. Pocket Sam, but also
I can be your new Lori. I can be your new Lori, Rick.
Just give me a chance.
I will make that love to you. Pocket
like
lube.
She never did it. Pocket what? Lube? Pocket lube for your BH, for your bunghole.
But yeah, it's I don't know. I like how Mika, when Lizzie like runs away and whatever, like she's upset because they killed Nick, like a zombie. She nicknamed Nick.
Yeah.
And then they like she runs away, and I like how Mika can tell she's messed up.
Yep.
Like she's not right.
I like how she told her she was stupid.
It's like she's just straight up, you're weak.
You're stupid. Well, okay, so Lizzie's the one that was freaking out, right?
Yes.
And Mika, I love that name, Mika, but Mika told Lizzie she was stupid.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny because some kids really don't have that much emotion when they're that young. Like they don't get sad about things like you would, like people dying or whatever. And then some of them are like the total opposite on the spectrum, and that's them. And the other one's just like, you're just so stupid.
you
tell it like
dumb. It is. You dumb.
Stupid. Get over it, Lizzie.
But even Mika, because Lizzie, something's definitely off with Lizzie. She's definitely odd, and Mika's like, yo, she's weird.
Yeah.
She's not weak. She's just messed up.
She's just messed up. And I mean, look, aren't we all? And if you're already messed up going into the zombie apocalypse, it ain't gonna help.
You're exactly right. And now what
they
about...
don't got...
Oh, go ahead.
They don't have psychiatrists and therapists in the well, some people might, but at that point, in the zombie apocalypse, the therapists and psychiatrists are probably like, they didn't teach us this in school. I don't know how to help you.
Yeah, we weren't taught how to handle zombie PTSD.
Nope, not happening. I'll try to write a book about it, but until then, you're on your own.
I'll do some research, but right now,
yeah, there's no internet, so can't Google that one.
What about like Rick gives Carl his gun back?
Yeah.
And is now wearing his. And what about that ending?
Dude.
Poor Tyrese, right? Like he's found love in the apocalypse. They seem to get along good. He had flowers. And then
precious.
He follows a blood trail that leads to David and Karen's dead, burnt bodies.
Yeah. Why would... It's just like... You would think that... in my head, I was like, they should have told him before they did that.
Well, who do you think did it?
Oh, is it somebody from the outside?
I don't know. Who do you think
did it? It's somebody from the outside on the inside?
Well, so we got...
What is happening?
We got two mystery people. We got somebody feeding the walkers rats, and then we got someone who killed two people and then burned them alive.
Dude, I thought they burnt them just because that sickness was going around and they were trying to make sure that the germs weren't going to spread. That's what I thought. And I was like, well, it's weird that they would do that before Todd got there. And why would they only do two of them? And it's like, and they drug their body. I don't know. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to me why they would do that. But I really did think it was them. I did not even think it was somebody else. Who's doing this? It's got to be the governor. Who else would it be?
You think it's the governor?
Let me think about it for a second, because who else is out there?
Well, it might not be who's out there. What if it was somebody in there?
Oh my God. Is it the army dude?
What army dude?
The medic.
Oh, Bob.
Bob.
Why do you suspect Bob? Bob has been nothing but friendly and nice.
Okay, he gave me some weird vibes.
Okay.
He gave me some weird vibes when they were about to go into that store and he was being weird. And I was like, maybe he's just having flashbacks from battle or something. I don't know. Maybe.
Having flashbacks from a fifth of whiskey.
Yeah, but also he's the new one in there.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, Justin. All right, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
2 mystery folks, and we got to figure out who they are.
Yeah, we do. Oh my God, is Bob working for the governor?
Connecting some dots, huh?
Holy cow! And it probably isn't. I'm probably totally off.
Maybe not.
And you're just trying to make me feel good. But that would make a lot of sense. But also, if the governor was that close, well, I guess technically the governor doesn't have to be close for Bob to be working for him. But if he was, you would think that Michonne would have found him by now. Or he would have killed Michonne. Or tried to.
Well, you know he doesn't just want to kill her. He wants to torture her.
Okay, that too.
He wants to do some
better
rough
not.
stuff.
I'm rioting if anything happens to Michonne.
Sweet Mama Michonne.
Yes, I can't wait to find out her story. Like, I have got to know about those zombies that she had with her. I want to know who they were.
We may find out. Or she may die before we ever get a chance to find out.
No, just like how Kevin, what was his name? Kyle. I can't keep up with all these people who die. The boyfriend that was trying to figure out.
Oh, yeah, Beth's boyfriend. I know, yep.
Yeah, just like how we never found out what Daryl's job was.
True that. But yeah, that pretty much sums up the episode. It's a good one. I'm going to tell you, it's some wild stuff ahead, so prepare thyself.
Yes, thyself is prepared.
Well, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out our other podcasts. It's hard to believe that by the time you're hearing this, we've already done the live stream for the last episode of The Walking Dead ever.
Oh, no. Is that tonight?
Yep. And there are spinoffs.
Justin.
Don't get me wrong. There are spinoffs coming out, but the title, the show, The Walking Dead, is no more after tonight.
Oh my God, this is a big night for you.
I know. I feel like I'm losing a friend.
Wow. I just want to come through the microphone and give you a big hug and just pat you on the back and tell you it's going to be okay.
I could use it right now.
I mean, it probably won't be okay, but I'll tell you it is.
That's all that matters in the end. We tell people it's going to be okay when we know it probably won't, but it's comfort.
It's not going to be okay. I know what'll make you feel better.
What?
Tea and crumpets.
Some tea and crumpets. Where's the governor with our tea and crumpets?
He's nearby. He sent a messenger.
Ever since Andrea died, he's like, don't ever say tea and crumpets again.
That was our special thing.
It's like, but you're the reason she died. It don't matter. That was a special moment between two special people.
I've made many mistakes in my life. That wasn't one of them, but still.
Oh, she needed to go.
I couldn't take it anymore. All right. Well, have fun with your last Walking Dead show ever.
I know. It's a sad, sad day for the Walking Dead family. But alas, we'll be back on Friday to review episode 3 of season 4. And just a reminder, I'm trying to throw it out there as much as I can. So when the time comes, people aren't like, what happened? Once we hit the mid-season finale of season 4, we will be taking like a 2-week break, and then we'll be right back at it for the back half of season 4. So make sure to subscribe, make sure to like and comment and all that good stuff, and we will see you soon. I'm Justin.
I'm Jessi.
And we're the Podcasting Dead. Goodbye.
Peace out.
Take your tea and crumpets and leave.
I will.